Hello and welcome to Geektopia with me, Adam Carruthers, a space on the internet where I can come and vent, preview, review, have my say on anything geek related from movies, TV shows, video games, comics, and more. Now today, it's all about a TV show I loved. It's kind of a follow-up to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I did not too long ago, which was an alright TV show. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't outstanding. So today, completely different change of tone. I'm going to present to you a superb and outstanding TV show called... So why Invincible? Well, firstly, it's a new TV show, as was The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Secondly, it really is that good, and just to back up my point, Rotten Tomatoes, which you may or may not believe in, but I'm going to read out the reviews anyway, the review score, just to showcase this to you. 98% critics rating at time of recording, 91% for the audience score. That just shows, apparently, everybody loves it, including me. In fact, I had a special interest in Invincible. It's based off a comic book, which started in 2003, and it finished its run, I think, in 2018. So that's a good 15 years. In fact, Invincible was the very first digital comic I ever bought. Can't remember what year it was, but it was well before the end of the run. I think it was issue 100, as a matter of fact, of 144 issues. The reason I did was because I was overseas and unable to go to a comic book shop, and I was so desperate to read it. Just ended up purchasing it on my iPad via Comixology. Yeah, that's how much history I have with Invincible. So when they announced a TV show, I was so excited. And even if you're not familiar with the comic book, you might be familiar with The Walking Dead. Well, guess what? It's the same creator, Robert Kirkman. So what is the show about? Well, in a nutshell, it follows Mark Grayson, who turns into the superhero Invincible when he discovers his superpowers as a teenager. Or should I say, he's also expecting it to happen because his father is Omni-Man, the world's greatest superhero, and in his civilian life is called Nolan. And he has a mother, of course, but she has no superpowers. Her name is Debbie, and she plays as equally an important role in her son's life as her husband does. Now, they are the core characters, but the entire storyline is fleshed out by all the other characters who are each superbly done as well, each unique in their own way. Now, I'm trying not to give any spoilers as I go through this review, and I'm hoping I can do that, fingers crossed. So the first thing I want to touch on is the voice cast. I don't think history has ever seen a voice cast as good as what Invincible has in either a movie or a TV show, or even a video game. So let me read this out to you. Stephen Yeun. By the way, it is pronounced Yun. I looked it up. Him correcting Conan O'Brien on how to pronounce it. It is on YouTube. It's not Yun, it's Yun. Now, he's 37 years old. I forgot that he was 37 years old, or he was probably 36 when I recorded it, his voice part anyway. And he really legitimately sounds like a teenager. So good, conveying the horrors which the storyline throws at him, but also the angst of being a teenager. And I want to also add, he was recently nominated for an Academy Award for his role in Minari. Plus, he's part of the Walking Dead alumni. Don't forget, like I mentioned, Robert Kirkman, the creator, also is the creator of The Walking Dead. J.K. Simmons stole the show for me, the standout performer. He makes every project he works on better. I mean, he's been in Marvel as J. Jonah Jameson, not only for the Tobey Maguire movies, but also for the recent Tom Holland one as well. He's been in the DC movies as Commissioner Gordon, and now he's in Image Comics as well for Invincible. He has won an Academy Award. I mean, this is the pedigree we're talking about here. Next up is Sandra Oh, who was magnificent. I mean, we know Sandra Oh more from TV work, but she is such a good actress. She has won Golden Globes for her acting. She's got some serious pedigree as well. And she's the only member of this family unit, the Graysons, that doesn't have superpowers. But wow, the way that she can act with her voice, it's like she has that as a superpower herself.
Why did you do it?
I didn't do anything.
Don't lie to me!
The rest of the cast, away from the core family unit of the Graysons, were just A-listers and brilliance personified. Let me list out a few for you. Community's Gillian Jacobs. The Shield's Walter Goggins. Yeah, The Shield. What a TV show that was. The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm going to mention that again. The Walking Dead's Ross Marquand. Star Trek's Zachary Quinto. Jason Mantzoukas, who you might know as a comedian in various shows. Zazie Beetz from Deadpool and Joker. Mad Men's Jon Hamm. Yeah, I love Mad Men, I love Jon Hamm. Star Wars, and my favourite Joker voice of all time, Mark Hamill. Now get this, Reginald VelJohnson played Carl Winslow in Family Matters. He plays Principal Winslow at Reginald VelJohnson High School. That's such a nice touch to actually get Reginald VelJohnson to voice him. I mean, you get the gist. The names I've mentioned there are just A-listers. Away from the voice acting, what about the animation? Well, at times it was simply breathtaking. The fight scenes towards the end of the first season between... Okay, I said no spoilers, I can't say who, but it involves a train. Yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Every major superhero movie or TV show loves to have a train scene. Like Spider-Man had his own train scene. Do you remember that? Various things where people's heads are put up against a train. But yeah, the rest of the action was visceral, it was entertaining, and this show is not meant for kids. It is bloody and explicit at times, to say the least. Everything else apart from the action is just as well done as well. You can see the emotion on the characters' faces. Yeah, it's so nice to look at. However much they paid for the animation, it's certainly paid off with the end product, no questioning that. What about everything else from the show though? Because it can't just be action, action, action. It would be really tiring to watch. Here's the thing, even though it's a superhero show, it's still relatable. Take away the powers and the epic battles across cities, it's about a teenager and the problems that he goes through. Apart from the superpowers and fighting baddies, he's got to think about his family and his relationship with his father and his mother and his friends, and how does he manage his time with them on top of being a superhero and having to go to school, and his love life as well. If you're old enough to watch the show, then you can relate to being a teenager and to know what Mark is going through. And again, it's sold so well by Steven Yeun in the role of Mark Grayson. Yeah, that's what it is. Relatable. That's probably the main reason why I love the show. So what else can I add about Invincible? Well, of course, I think everyone's been comparing it to The Boys, rightly so, because of the explicitness of the language and the violence. But you know what? The Boys just moved away from the source material quite substantially. If you've read the comics and you've watched the TV show, you know what I'm talking about. Whereas Invincible adheres far more strictly to the lore which is laid out in the comics, which has got me excited. The Boys have done it well. Not every adaptation that moves away from source material is well received. The Boys has been. But like I said earlier on, when it comes to Invincible, there's 144 issues in total. There are so many more stories to be told. In fact, the show's already been renewed for seasons 2 and 3. Not going to give any spoilers about what happens in the comics, but trust me, it just gets better and better. Lots of twists and turns along the way, but I'm sure you already gathered that if you've already seen the first season. Also, if you're interested, there is a movie being made. Now, whilst I admired the TV show for being an animation, because I think as a TV show spread out across, say, 8 episodes, they might struggle if it was live action, to be loyal to the source material and the scope of things they wanted done. A movie would be different because you could just throw the budget into one production as opposed to multiple separate episodes. And it's being helmed by Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen, who are the minds behind bringing The Boys from comic book to the big screen. So that's also something to look forward to in the future. There's no release date or anything further concerning the movie version of Invincible. But for now, I'm more than happy to settle down with the TV show, because it is that good. I'm going to give this 9 Adam's apples out of 10. This has also got me thinking, right? And this is going to be my next video. There have been quite a few TV shows that have come out this year. New TV shows, I should add. So the Marvel ones and Jupiter's Legacy, of course, Invincible. I'm going to do my own short little video ranking all of those. Which ones I think have been the best and which ones haven't been so good. And of course, there's more to look forward to as the year progresses. So this will be an updated video. Something to look forward to next on Geektopia. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about Invincible. Were you as big a fan of the show as I am? Let me know. Till next time, bye.